I really created H.A.N.D for people like me. I love luxurious beauty products, and when this whole pandemic started, it was recommended that we start using hand sanitizer. So I dug one out of my beauty bag and I hated it. It was horrible. Dried my hands out, was in plastic, and it smelled terrible. What I do is I create beauty and perfume products for brands. So I look for products that are really different, they're high performance, and obviously they have to smell good as well. So I created this really for people like me, people who want something that's just a little bit different from everyone else. And really, I kind of think of it as the hand sanitizer for people who don't like hand sanitizers, because it's not like a hand sanitizer. It's more like a beautiful fragrance that gives you a sensory moment, especially in times like this when, there's so much change all the time, so many people out of jobs. I really wanted it to be a little bit of positivity and a little bit of light in what's kind of a scary world at the moment. Bringing H.A.N.D to life was a lot of fun. It was certainly a different way of working for me. I created a really simple formula to start with, and after my friends had tried it and passed it around a few different people and got their opinion on it, I then went to a cosmetic formulator and we created a new kind of hand sanitizer. I really wanted something that was almost like a perfume. So I wanted it to be clear, I wanted it to be a spray on, I wanted it to smell really amazing and leaving the skin really soft and hydrated. It took 3 weeks basically from ideation to delivery of product, which was amazing. Never in my 3 decades in the beauty industry have I ever created a product that quickly before. I think there's a few things that make H.A.N.D different. The first is the fragrance. The fragrance obviously was very important to me. It was kind of the whole starting point of what the brand came to be. Perfume and good smells have a way of making us feel good, kind of a direct connection to your psyche. When I started my first business, the Powder Room, 12 years ago, the whole aim of it was really to get people to understand, and brands as well, how to use fragrance to enhance their life, and brands how to really develop their brand presence. I'm not just obsessed with perfume itself, but also the psychology of perfume and how it makes you feel. So I really wanted to create something that kind of gave that really sensory comfort in really uncertain times. Let's face it, everything is changing every day. Like, you're constantly keeping up with the news. It's kind of an overload. I really wanted the fragrances to give you a little bit of respite from that. So the rose is a beautiful, comforting kind of smell. I describe it as like a big hug from your favorite person. The kunzia gives it a little bit of sharpness and cleanliness to it. Then we have the West Australian sandalwood and cedarwood. It's warm, it's comforting, it's just really grounding, this particular fragrance. So if you're feeling a little bit uncertain, things up in the air, it just really helps ground you and helps remind you of what's important. The mimosa and lemon myrtle, I kind of describe it as like sunshine in a bottle, because it really is. It's bright, it's fresh, it's really uplifting. A friend of mine is a drugs and alcohol counsellor, and she keeps this on her, and she uses it not just to protect her hands, but also to give her kind of a lift in a really stressful sort of a job. So that's really the whole aim of the fragrances, was to uplift you and give you kind of a little bit of comfort. The second is it's sustainable. It's actually in glass. So I wanted a product that looked like a perfume. I wanted a product as well that would look stylish too. Comes in a really cute little pouch. You get a funnel, and you can also buy refills too, so you can top it up. So it's not going to end up in landfill. Something like 10 million pieces of plastic are going to end up in landfill as a result of having to use hand sanitizers, and I really didn't want my brand to be part of that. The other thing that makes H.A.N.D different from other hand sanitizers is the ingredients that care for your hands. So alcohol obviously dries your hand out. It's the whole point of what a hand sanitizer is supposed to do. But I wanted something that was going to leave the hands hydrated as well. So I added in glycerin, which is a given, but we're using a palm-free vegetable-based glycerin. I've added in panthenol, which is a skin conditioning ingredient, also aloe vera, and hero, which is hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid is like a moisture magnet, and it really attracts water to the skin, and it holds that water in the skin. I'm pretty proud I built a website. I'm honestly amazed that I managed to build a website, and I think it looks so good. I'm also really proud of the product itself. I really wanted to create something that added a little bit of luxury into our new everyday rituals, and I think that I've done that. I'm very proud that we've managed to get the brand to where it is in such a short time. The social media looks fantastic, it's bright. And if you know me, I'm totally Melbourne, I never wear colours, so it just completely is opposite from what I would normally do. So I'm kind of proud that I pushed myself outside of that comfort zone in terms of the presentation of the brand. I really feel like hand sanitizers are part of our life now, and I really want to continue to deliver beautiful fragrances and hand sanitizers. I really would like to launch some hand washes and hand lotions. I've been working on a cuticle product made with rose wax, which is awesome. We're also going to launch an initiative which we came up with, and we thought it would be quite fun, and we're going to call it Random Acts of Hand. And so random acts of have a nice day, really. And you know, there's so much uncertainty. We hear terrible stories about people losing their jobs every day, and friends of mine in hospitality are really suffering as well, and kind of wanted to focus, much like the name Have a Nice Day is focusing on sort of some positivity, but every month we're going to ask our followers to nominate someone that's had something really cool happen to them in their life, and we'll send them a little kit of hand sanitizer. So it could be something like they've learned a new language, or they've got a job, or you know, something great that's happened to them. We really want to celebrate with a bit of positivity. Hopefully, you know, for us it's about getting more people aware about hand, letting them understand a little bit about why we're different and why we think our product's so beautiful, and why you should look after your hands and look after the planet as well. So we think of hand as kind of perfume protection, powered by flowers, and it's something that's part of our everyday rituals now. You can follow us across social media where you'll find out about Random Acts of Hand. If you've ever got any questions, please feel free to reach out at any time.